Hey Bonita Nina gang, please ignore the boxes in the back. Those are going to be open in my next video with my Black Friday shopping unveiling. But anyways, this video is going to be about my tatas. In my last video, I did tell you guys that I was going to do a 3-month update, and I also told you guys that I noticed a slight abnormality in the appearance of my right breast and that I was concerned about it. So I went and I got an MRI, and then I went back to the cosmetic center where I originally got the surgery, and I did take a look at it with the nurses, and I have good news. The implants are perfectly in place. They're perfectly in place. They didn't flip. There wasn't any health risk or complications. Now, what did happen is I have a double bubble in my right breast. They said that it's due to me having extra skin in that right breast. I'm gonna read you exactly what the doctor emailed me. As we discussed preoperatively, that breast, my right breast, had a deformity called tuberous breast deformity. As I told you at that point, you would normally need a 3-stage surgery to improve it. Most patients don't want 3 stages and accept the possibility that they may need more surgery after the first one. There was no surgical error, as you called it. This was an expected outcome, and if you're unhappy with the result, you can have the mastopexy that you refused in the first surgery. You can also have an implant exchange at that time if you want to go bigger or smaller. Now I'm gonna break this email down. So apparently my right breast has something called a tuberous breast deformity. I still don't know what that is. Originally, when he's referring to the 3 stages, originally before my surgery, what was explained to me was that this breast was saggier than this breast, which is true. And I was told that I would possibly need a breast lift, which is called mastopexy. That's what he's referring to. Now I asked him, I said, hey, do you think that's necessary? He said, no, it's not that necessary for you to have a permanent scar at 23. He said it wouldn't be that big of a difference. Now, he said that this was an expected outcome. But what I have over here is a double bubble. That's what it's called. Now, when I looked it up, a lot of different articles and web pages, and even I watched some videos from actual surgeons on YouTube. They say that a double bubble can be caused if the surgeon cuts too low and there's extra skin from where they made the incision. Look it up. I'm not a doctor, but that's kind of the gist of it, right? So that's why I said surgical error. Now, I was told that due to this breast being, more saggier than that breast, that it will continue to look like that after surgery. It is slightly saggier, but it's really not that noticeable. The deformity comes from the double bubble. Now, I was not explained that that would be a possible risk from not having that maxopexy procedure, just to make that very clear. So, while I do understand where the surgeon is coming from, I do feel as if there could have been just a little bit more compassion in that email, especially because the average person doesn't know these terms. Even if you are undergoing surgery, these are some complicated terms, and I didn't even know what a double bubble was until I had one. So I do feel as if things could have been explained to me a little bit more. I don't know, maybe he didn't want to scare me, or he didn't want to frighten me, but to also explicitly state that all of this was explained to me, it did kind of upset me. Overall, I am happy with the results. The nurses were, in my last meeting, the nurses were nice, they were compassionate, they were understanding. They did actually take the time to explain everything to me, and they told me that it wouldn't be worth it for me to go under the knife again, because the abnormality is barely noticeable, and that I'm really young, and that I may want to go under the knife again after I have kids, so that I should wait, and that they're beautiful. And I agree. The abnormality is not that noticeable. And I took a breather, and I decided to be happy with my results. So I'm gonna show you guys. Okay, so as you guys can see, they look good. They look good. They look real good. Like, they look similar. It's really not that big of a difference. Show you more. It's really not that big of a difference. You can see the under. And I haven't even been using scar cream, to be honest. And you really can't see the scar because of where it is in the fold. So this is the side profile. Now the left one came out perfect. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's literally perfection. It's what you want in a perfect tip. Now the right one, you can see that double bubble right there. It's not that big of a deal though. As long as it stays like this, I'm fine. If it gets any worse, I'm gonna be upset, but it's really not that big of a difference. Like, the difference is really in the nipple. The difference is really in the nipple, which I can't show you, but just with how the nipple protrudes in shapes, like, there's that extra skin, so it didn't get to settle in where the nipple is, versus this one, it settled in all the way, so it kind of, okay, this nipple goes like perfectly pointy, and then this one is kind of like a little square and then pointy. I can't really explain it, but it's like a really small difference in the nipple. That's really it. Yeah, but other than that, they look really good. I'm happy with the overall results. I am 3 months and 2 weeks post-op. They have completely dropped and settled. I like where they are now. I don't think they're too high anymore. I think it has a really natural sitting. It just looks like I naturally have some really perky boobs. Everyone thinks they're natural. Like, if you don't see me naked, you wouldn't think I got them done, because they do look so natural in comparison with my body. Let me show you. They do look so natural. They're not too big for my body. It just looks like I have some naturally nice perky boobs, you know? Yeah, so I'm really happy with the outcome. Yeah, I don't really have anything much more to say. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. I am not gonna say the surgeon or the company's name on YouTube, but if you wanna know, you can DM me on Instagram at __BonitaNina, and I will tell you there. You can also follow me on Twitter at __BonitaNina, or on TikTok at BonitaNina. And I think that's all the social media I have. Yeah, that's all I have. So if you want to link me outside of YouTube, that's where you can find me. Make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and stay tuned. I have some good content coming for you soon. Bye.